Now you might say, well, yeah, okay, you may have a point there, but your old Bible, it's pretty hard to understand. You got thee and thou and ye and oh my goodness. Isn't it much easier just to have the word you in our new translations? I mean, after all, that's the new modern English. They've replaced these words. All these words mean you. We just go ahead and write the word you. Well, but when you do that, you kind of lose something here. I'll explain. Anytime you see the letter T in a word like thee, thine, or thou, or thy, and stuff like that, that is speaking to one person. Okay? Anytime you see the letter Y in a word like ye, you, or your, well, then it's speaking to everyone. And you say, what's the big deal? All right, if I go into a classroom and I'm looking at somebody and I say, you come with me, well, chances are everyone knows I'm talking to one person. But what if I'm talking to the entire class? You come with me. Well, they may not know that, because our word you has kind of left out some of this division between singular or speaking to everyone. And the really good example of that is when Nicodemus comes to see Jesus. We find out about that in John chapter 3, verse 7. Jesus says, marvel not that I said unto thee, ye must be born again. Well, he uses two versions of the word you in that verse alone. There's a good reason why he does that. He's talking directly to Nicodemus, and that's why he says thee. However, he then changes the word to ye, meaning everybody. Because in our modern day equivalent, marvel not that I say it unto you, you must be born again, you might be able to make the argument, it would be a terrible argument, but you might be able to make the argument that Jesus is only talking to Nicodemus. Well, he's not. Now, he's talking to Nicodemus, but when he says ye must be born again, he means everybody. So this helps you not to get into a trap of trying to say, well, maybe Jesus is talking only to Nicodemus, and that's good for Nicodemus. That's how Nicodemus must get to heaven. But maybe there's a different way for me, because after all, he's just talking to Nicodemus. He's talking to Nicodemus, all right, but he's also talking to all of us at the same time. And that's the great thing about the written English word. You can be specific and not give anybody any wiggle room. And that's why I prefer it. I think in our modern language, we've lost that. I think it would be great if we started using thee and ye again. I think we would have more clarity. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but I think it would be superior to what we already have now.